What's your view on gender roles in marriage?
Gender roles.
Yes.
It's the biggest gift that a marriage can have. Once you can identify your roles, the husband knows what to do, the wife knows what to do. If you run your house like that, you are going to have a fantastic house. I'm telling you. One
Wow.
of the problems of marriage is the fact that they don't have roles in it.
Mm.
Everybody assumes what each person should be doing. So we
Yes.
start criticizing ourselves when whatever I think is not what you think. And the funniest thing is there's no way we can ever think the same. No way. Because you are trained differently. I was trained differently. Maybe you are trained in Lagos. Lagos don't sleep on time.
Ah.
Aha. And then for somebody who's trained in Ocean State, where by 6 o'clock everywhere is back in their
Everybody's
homes,
dark.
and then all of a sudden you're married to a woman who wants to go out by 6:30 to go and hang out, to come back by 9:30,
9:30.
and you're already sleeping half. We have slept halfway into it. I'm like, that's why people look healthier in the village, because they sleep early. No
Yes.
real hustle
They
and
eat
bustle. They
early,
eat
sleep
early. They
early.
eat good food. People in the city sleep late, wake early, and they eat bad nutrition. They have bad nutrition. They eat bad food and all, organics and all. So that's the difference between them. But once you have your roles, I guarantee to you today, roles in a family, boom, you are good. And this is how it works. The husband already has a timeline, and roles can change anyway per time, because that's why you have to discuss. At the beginning of every year, it's something you should learn to do. You plan what you have, especially if your wife is a little independent and all. Even if she's not, let's say she's even a full housewife, it doesn't matter. Two of you come together over dinner. If you have children, let them stay away. At that point, you two sit together and say, this year, what are we achieving? What are you going to do? What am I bringing to this table of your family? What are you bringing to the table? So everybody analyzes
At the
it
beginning of
at the
every
beginning of every
year.
single year. Now you can do padding in between, because things can change,
Yeah.
but you write it down. This one is not something you put up in your brain. Everybody has a copy of whatever it is, like minutes of a meeting. You write it down, you tag it with time, so you know if you are falling behind of what you planned or if you're in front. Then you already know the rules. If my wife is to bring 7 million this year, probably you're going to bring 600,000 or 700,000 every
Every
single
single
month.
month.
How much is your salary? Is 1.2. Okay, that's all you have to do for the family. It's a joint account. This one is going here. I'm going to add 1 million to these. Okay, the 1.7 turns to this at the end of the year. This is what we want to do with it. We would have started by May. So the family has the same thing going on. And once you have your roles, you can't just go and buy a land and you put your name on it.
At all.
Aha, now you know. And so now everything we buy now has this name on it. So the pressure of you leave me alone, you go and remarry another person, and all those rubbish will not even come to you, because if you like marry 17 people, they can't take what belongs to me. At the point you marry them, start building their own with them. Of course, I'm also in a good place.
Yes.
And if worst comes to worst, we sell what we have and divide it into two. So you can make that happen in your house. You don't need to wait for one court of law to divide anything, because you can't sell my land, you can't sell your own. Everybody has what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like in the house, we have a safety deposit, like the bank. It's not only money that is there, passwords. God forbid bad thing. If you just sleep and don't wake up, does it mean your online password, bank password, everything is gone? No. And the same thing to the woman. No. We know we won't die. Even the children. So you have this safety deposit that only you, the wife, and the children know the password of it. Nobody goes there. It's where you have the documents and everything. Just it's like a safety deposit, and then it's just there. So these rules make your life easier. I'm telling you, as a man, as a woman, it makes your life easier. Your husband will not come home one day and say, why did you not sweep the front of the compound, if he knows he's supposed to be the one to sweep it. There's no point using you want me to come and cook. Like one day I said I could cook, my children were laughing, because there's no day we did roles in my house. There's no day I'm going to the kitchen to cook indomie. Even if I want to eat indomie, I don't even go to prepare tea. I already know my roles. I know what I'm to do. But some people say, am I your slave? No, no, no. I can be your slave if you have already told me I am your slave. I won't repeatedly create chaos in that, because I already know. All we need to do is let everybody know what they are supposed to be doing, and that resolves the problem of marriage. And then unforeseens will happen. That will disrupt a lot of things, but God willing, there won't be unforeseens. Unforeseen really is a case of adultery. It's not very easy. If you are very close to your husband, you are everything, and all of a sudden you heard he slept with one secretary in one office somewhere. It's going to shatter your dreams and all. But God forbid all those happening. You can undo every other thing. If it is about roles, it's about the functionality of the house. Even the children has roles. And I learned this from my parents long time ago. You see, in our house, when I was younger, before we wake up in the morning, my mom will write down the list of what each person will do. So we'll write blessings, sweep the sitting room, clean the dining table. We'll write up where you wash the plates and sweep the front of the house. So she's going to give you all you do, and then put time of when you should have your lunch, because she's a school teacher, she'll go to school, and then put everything like that. So once you wait, we don't ask my mom what should we do or what's happening in this house. No, everybody, she knows what the house is. She knows what is dirty, what is clean, what you should do. So she allocates those jobs to everybody. So we just wake up and go to the table, dining table. She puts it on each sheet of paper. She write your own, write this person, write this. So when you go there, just look for your name and then pick your. You see the assignment you are supposed to do, like 4 or 5, and then you go straight to it and do it. So if my mommy comes back from work, she already knows who didn't do his work. We don't have a female, so we are all males. So if you have to cook, if you have to, everything is written in your own. We don't fight about, hey, this one do this one. No. In my house, complete peace. We don't fight because everybody knows what they should do. And guess what? If I want to negotiate, I do negotiations with my younger brother. I tell him that he should give me the meat on his food, that I will do his work for him. So you know one thing, my house was very funny. And I'm thinking these things helped us a lot when we grow up. We know how to negotiate. We know natural instincts. We know how to accommodate. We love peace. We know how to resolve, what do they call that thing? Argumentative resolution. You know, everything are there simply because of the way the house was set. We love akara those days, so we always use akara as negotiations. Because if we are making akara or mommy is making akara, she might give you like 12 pieces. So I'll say I don't need more than 6. That will pass 6 to you.
Okay.
So when we are negotiating, I'll say, don't worry, I'm only use 6 akara. So my brother is owing me about 200 akara today. Because he kept owing until we went to the university. I'm going to call him this morning and say, where is my akara? Because and that's a good thing. So husband and wife have something to even owe themselves legitimately. In my house, we owe ourselves rounds of Zelda room. So if you are not doing what you say, you owe me 1 round. Additional round though, different from the pre-planned. So there's no day I will come home, and if it's on a Thursday, I'm supposed to do 2 rounds on a Thursday. I'm not coming home on Thursday to say I'm tired. You are not tired. We already know. It's not a case, and everybody's preparing to eat. So you can't come home on Thursday and you see my wife with full regalia. No, she already Thursdays, Tuesdays, Sundays. You already know the plans because it's already a rule. Some people might be, it's boring. Sit down there, they play. It's not boring because now you have a real life. Because the husband is going to go out to hustle, the wife will go out to hustle, whether the wife is at home chair. But now the fact that you know what to do takes away the pressure from you. We have game time, we have movie time, we have relaxation time, we have sleeping time. Everything has a time written on the board. Even the children can see it. Everything is written. You already know it by time. And if anything is going to change, now we repackage again. That repackaging is not always easy. You get used to your life. Everything is moving very calmly and slowly. We even have spa time to tell you how beautiful it is when you can allocate time. You sit down together, you plan everything out, and then you set everything as roles. So my wife already knows that if we have spa time, I'm going to be the one to help you with your feet. You're going to help me with my feet. But the production of everything you do, I make the money available so you can buy whatever you need. Nobody's shouting anything. Nobody's arguing anything. Everything just moves full because it's already a role that is planned. As I told you, the best gift you can give to your marriage is to plan. The offices we run today, either government or even your own personal office, if you are a business owner, was planned. All the staffs know what to do. So sometimes my staffs in the office, I don't see you till about lunchtime if I step out, and you have all your work going because everybody has their work in their emails. You have your work in your flash drives and all. So I don't really have anything to talk to you about. So the office runs smoothly because there are roles allocated to each person. But when it comes to marriage, everybody is doing to whom it may concern, and then you say there is fight in marriage. Now if you have set up your roles already, your in-laws cannot even come into your play, because if there is no role for that in-law, he can't come. I've never had any family member live with us before because there's no role for them. What would you say you want to do? And if you ask me to change halfway, no, we can't change this. Everybody even knows. It's a subtle rule that everybody knows what places us in the house, and the house becomes better. Of course, the devil will also attack, but you too will also attack the devil back, and hopefully you win and your marriage will be successful.